I didn't beat this game yet, but I really wanted to review for an episode. So it's going to be a mix of my gameplay and YouTube. Just you'll know which ones is which.
The more information that came out about this game really sold it to me, because this absolutely did not. Like, what the hell? This was just in a random Nintendo Direct right after they revealed the Galaxy 1 and 2 ports, and it just said 2026. So we were like, okay, but after the game dropped and I saw everybody's island, admittedly, I got a little jealous. So I decided to pick it up. And oh my god, it did not disappoint. This world has become empty and overgrown after humans mysteriously disappeared. Yeah, guys, there's a story here. I know, it's crazy. You play as a Ditto who has transformed into a human, assumed to be your old trainer, and your job is to restore the land and create a thriving community for Pokemon to live in. You can use Pokemon's abilities like Squirrel's Water Gun or Bulbasaur's Leafage,
which is funny because I'm pretty sure he can't learn that move.
And Hitmonchan's Rock Smash to break blocks to build your own Pokopia. No way! The game starts off with, oh my god, I didn't even do the intro yet. What am I doing? Sorry. Anyway, my name is Fusion, and Pokemon Pokopia might actually be the game of the year. The game starts off with a short intro explaining that humans and Pokemon used to live together, but over time, the world became overgrown and abandoned. Cities fell apart, plants dried up, and eventually, humans just disappeared completely. Not a single trace. When the gameplay begins, your character wakes up after a long sleep, but the funny thing is, and honestly really creative, I can't lie, is that you're actually a Ditto that transformed into a human. Wild. The customization in this game is not great, but hey, I'm not complaining. We just got ZA, so I know Gen 10 will be immaculate. You meet up with Professor Tangrowth, who used to belong to a trainer that helped take care of Pokemon.
I wonder who this guy's trainer was. It was Brock, wasn't it?
After a tutorial about Pokemon habitats, the game starts. A habitat is basically a custom area you create that matches a Pokemon's natural environment. Different Pokemon prefer different conditions, so the way you build it and decorate it determines which one will show up. For example, a water-heavy habitat might affect Pokemon like Squirtle, while a grassy one might attract Bulbasaur, etc. Habitats are important because they drive the whole progression of the game. Building better environments means more Pokemon move in, and more Pokemon moving in means more abilities, and more abilities means more options to build. Something about this game is disturbing, though. The environment is eerie and worn out, like something took over the humans, not at once, but over time. You build and mine resources to rebuild this wasteland. Wait a second. This isn't a wasteland. This is Fuchsia City. Yep, plot twist, guys. This place isn't a random wasteland. It's the Kanto region. Huh? Something must have happened, like a weather disaster or something that caused it to just wither away over time. But we visited multiple areas in the game very similar to Kanto, and it actually made me realize how big this game actually is. Bleak Beach is the next region you get to explore, and is basically the tutorial for how electricity works in the game, which, by the way, is a huge eyesore, but don't worry, I have wireless power transmitters, so you can't even see them. Quick side tangent, if you want to learn how to craft those things, I'll link a tutorial down below. It helps you get Porygon, which gives you the crafting recipe to get these things, because utility poles are ugly. Bleak Beach immediately stands out because it feels wrong for a Pokemon setting. Instead of the usually bright, lively coastal vibe you expect from something like Hoenn or Alola, the shoreline here is washed out, cold, and almost lifeless. The sky tends to sit on this ugly gray tone until you fix the world. And the lighting feels dim, even during the day. This gets fixed later, as you can see in my current footage, but trust me, this place used to be a goddamn mess. It seems like this place used to matter. I don't know, but I just can't put my finger on it. Oh. The design leans heavily into environmental storytelling without outright explaining anything. There's also a noticeable lack of lush vegetation, with little part of life exists look dry and stunned. The variants in this game are so cool, like, oh my god, I hope these are in winds and waves. Moslax feels like an ancient version of Snorlax that's shaped by harsh weather conditions of Bleak Beach. Its mossy covered body makes it look less like a living creature and more like a part of the environment. It's just so disturbing. It's been sitting here asleep and untouched for years before we woke him up. And I'm still not 100% sure what it does. I'm assuming it's like a shrine, right? You offer stuff to it, it gives you buffs. Yeah, right? This guy alone says that life hasn't died, but it hasn't really lived here either, if that makes sense. The planet overall just got put on a giant pause, to be honest. Instead of the warmth and comfort Snorlax usually represents, Moxlas is kind of unsettling. I don't know if that's the right word. Rotom Stereo is something I'm going to be so mad about if it doesn't come at the Gen 10. Like, oh my god, it's such a cool design. Obviously, sound types don't exist, but hey, Rotom Steel, anyone? After we clear Bleak Beach, we meet up with a very spoiler Pokemon and we move on to the next area. Where Bleak Beach feels like a very empty and drained world, Rocky Ridges feels more tense. The air isn't quiet. It feels like something could shift at any moment. The lighting here is harsher, and overall the tone a bit less dry. It's more brittle, unstable. Kinda reminds me of... no. Surely not, right? This is clearly the quote-unquote mining tutorial, as you get introduced to smelting and cooking and a lot of stuff. Instead of environmental emptiness, you get a sense of pressure. Like this place has been barely holding itself together. Like one wrong step and it could cause everything to collapse, especially in the caves. There's less sadness here and more unease. Like Bleak Beach had people living in it, but here, it's just nobody. I mean, yeah, there's Chef Dente who was trapped here and we had to save him. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. He's just a cool character. Oh my god, I don't know. Green is just a funny Pokemon to me. And Dente is easily one of my faves in the entire game. Something I love about this game is that how Pokemon seem to have taken over special roles that humans would normally do. Like, for example, Chef Dente, Tinkmaster for Tinkaton, etc. I also love how other Pokemons call them by their role name. It's like they made their own civilization, their own Pokopia. No way. Don't worry guys, I'll make that joke one more time. One small negative with the game is that it takes time to smell stuff. Like, god damn! As I'm writing the script, I got a little copper ore smelting, but it's just taking forever. Maybe Minecraft spoiled me, who knows. But I guess smelting works as a slower, more deliberate crafting system that ties directly into the world's harsher environments. Instead of instantly converting materials, you have to gather raw resources usually from rocky ridges and bring them to specific smelting pots. Not a stove. Yeah, I'm stupid, I know. These aren't always convenient, which forces you to plan ahead and think about what you actually need to do before you commit to the process. Like, I don't need copper right now. But nothing else is smelting, and I'm scared when I do need it, it's gonna take forever. Oh shit, never mind. I do need it. I gotta rebuild the Pokemon Center here. Oh my god. I'm almost done with the game. Huh. Kinda sucks how I have to spoil that for myself with the ending to write this episode, right? But we'll get to that later. The area I'm currently on right now is called the Sparkling Skylands. I don't know what this is based off of. Am I stupid? Am I? What part of Gen 1 takes place in the fucking sky? Also, hey, update real quick. I actually did beat the game, and I did get the ending. But the time of this script, I didn't get the ending yet. But hey, my opinions are the same, and I do talk about the ending. So, stay tuned for that. This is my favorite area in the game, though. Hey, I'm a sucker for cloud levels. What can I say? The Sparkling Skylands feel completely different from places like Bleak Beach or Rocky Ridges. Instead of heaviness or tension, there's a strange lightness, almost peaceful atmosphere at first, but not entirely comforting. The bright sky, soft clouds, and glowing light give the area a dreamlike quality. Everything is too clean, too quiet, almost like it's been preserved or separated from whatever went wrong below. Okay, maybe not clean, but compared to the other areas, this place is basically spotless. It creates a subtle unease, not because the area is hostile, but because it feels disconnected from reality. Maybe because in the fucking sky, I don't know, but after rebuilding the tower, with the help of the special engineer Tinkaton, a bunch of spoiler stuff happens that I won't record. But there's one more area in the game. There's no story at all. It's just a sandbox, I guess. This area is called Pallet Town. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. Pallet Town. You can call it whatever you want, and if you're a fan of the show, you already know what I called it. Anyway, no story here. I'm just saying it for the very end of the game so I can do whatever I want. Maybe even make my own Pokopia. No way. See? I told you I'd make that joke one more time. The ending of this game breaks my heart though. Yes, I spoiled myself for this episode. I'm gonna spoil you too if you don't click off the video in 5 seconds. I'll wait. Okay? You still here? Great. It means you either bet the game or you don't give a shit. Okay, here we go. There isn't something in this game that I haven't talked about yet. Mainly because I'm using someone else's footage and I didn't reach it yet, but it's called a Team Initiation Challenge. At the end of the game, you reach a launch site and activate some strange rocket under Team R. The same structure that has been at the start of the entire game is a rocket ship. Instead of a traditional final battle being the main focus of most Pokemon games, since there isn't any battles here, the ending is kind of a bittersweet send-off. And it ends like this. And with that, we know what happened to the humans. Now, this has been hinted at through many lore notes in the game, but now you have concrete proof. One of my favorite movies as a kid was WALL-E, so I'm gonna use that as a reference. In WALL-E, the humans took off on a rocket ship after the Earth was beyond polluted, and they just gave up, leaving the robots to take their job of cleaning it up. After a giant weather disaster, plus pollution from the humans, they decided to just give up and leave, start a new life somewhere far, far away. But that's your trainer at the end. He misses his best friend, his Ditto. This game is more about just placing blocks and raising Pokemon. It's a game about hope. You don't need to start over. You just have to put in the time. Look at all the beautiful things people have created in this game. When Bleak Beach started out, it looked like this. The way I see it is that the world didn't need saving. It's just that humans need to stop being in charge. If you know, you know. I like to think this game has canon to the Pokemon universe, like thousands of years from now. This could honestly happen to us if we're not careful. Well, actually, it kind of already is happening to us. But hey, I'm not a political show. I only review stupid video games.
The best way to describe this game is that we didn't really know we needed it. Like, I thought this was going to be a whatever game or, I'll skip it. But this is so good. We got Jeffrey out here watching YouTube videos because he doesn't have the Switch 2, pretending to play the game. I was never going to buy this game because $80 for what is essentially a game key card is crazy.
Well, I've taken up enough of your time. The only thing I didn't talk about was the music, but you've been hearing it in the background the whole time, so you know it's good already. Well, Advent Fusion and Pokemon Pokopia might actually be Game of the Year. Thanks for watching. Also, Dream Islands are like the equivalent of Nook Miles tickets in this game. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. Okay, bye.